Hey guys, this is Mithal with TGN.tv, and today I want to show you Rift for Dummies. Yes guys, we're gonna have a look at rifting at low level in Rift for those players who are not yet sure if Rift is really the game for them. We're gonna have a look at it. I have my little cleric here running around. He's gonna show you guys what rifting is about, and we're diving right into the action. As you can see, a death rift. I actually started recording when one of these death rifts started coming up. And as you can see here, we're in one of the later phases of the rift, so I'm a bit late. As you can tell, these rifts probably have these stages that you need to go through, and once you hit the final stage, you actually get your rewards, which are mostly augments of your items at this level. I'm just checking my map if there's any other rifts out there. As you can see, I'm very low level at this point. I'm only level 10. This implies that I can't really see the rest of the map, and I'll have to deal with this rift and some invasions later on, but it is a very good first impression, so do enjoy. As you can see, I really haven't done anything in this rift yet. This boss mob, which shouts very more incapable of blasphemies, incomprehensible even, weird. But we're finishing off this rift, and afterwards I'm going to look for a new rift. But as you can see to the right here, there's actually a zone-wide invasion going on from the Plane of Death from Regulus, as you've probably seen in the starting zones I've heard of. As far as I know, here in Freemarch, which is the Defiance starting zone, the only two invasions that can take place are either water or death. And this is the first actual full invasion I've seen. I'm not sure if the other planes actually do something in this particular zone. But anyway, we've cleared the rift. As you can see, in a few moments this dark patch of darkness will go away. And as you can see in the loot screen right there to the right, I've actually collected some planerite. And this planerite is used to get some rewards, which can augment your items. Like I said, I'm a bit of a beginner myself, so I don't know the exact workings of it either. Like I said, this is Rift for Dummies, but what we will see in a second is, here we go. I was actually waiting until an invasion came, and I was just standing to the right of mine was a house, and it was actually being invaded by these elite death cult mobs, as you can see, which I'm fighting right now, which with my soul lance. I'm actually a healer spec cleric. I decided to go healer for these rifts because for some reason people like to be healed, which is probably a bit more rare than actually doing DPS, so I decided to go with healer. As you can see here, against these mobs I do reasonable damage, but it's not fantastic. Especially on the AoE part, it's a bit low. However, my heals are very, very capable for the level that I'm at. Actually, I thought I was going to be attacked there. As you can see, the invasion is going in full force. This is only half of it. The rest of it is probably going on in the rest of the zone, which you can't see. Like I said, I'm only level 10. But this is a good look at rifting at low level. What you can see here is that while you're questing, your actual quest hub can be taken over by these mobs if you don't do anything about it. So you really have to do something about it. I actually thought I was done there, but there's another death invasion going on, so this is one we have to fight off as well. And it gives a nice break from the regular kill X mobs, kill Y, whatever quests. It's really interesting. It's dynamic content. As we'll see later in this video, the epicness of it all. Look at the amount of people running around here. It is truly, truly fascinating. As you can see here, we're finishing off this rift and just killing this mob here. And invaders defeated. There we go. So, well, one would think that we're free, but if you look at the right of the screen, there's actually the total... Oh, another mob spawned there. There's actually the total amount of invasions and rifts that need to be closed or undone, so to say. And these invasions always come for these ward stones, these stones. As you can see on the map, there's another one coming in. So it's gonna be epic. These ward stones are actually what draws the invasions to them. The people from the planes, the death plane, want to kill these ward stones, so more deaf people can actually come through to our world. That's the basic gist of it. As you can see, we're gonna go for this invasion on the road here. It's a bit different with all these ghosts rather than skeletons. I'm glad they put up some sort of variety in the amount of animation sets they actually made for the mobs. Actually quite varied for such a young game. I'm quite impressed. As you can see here, we're trying to fight off these mobs here, but things are a bit chaotic, especially these low levels. I don't think people really know the gist of tank, DPS and healer. I'm just trying to heal myself out of a few things, but all of these things are coming after me, and people are just running around being chaotic. Alright, this is actually 2 invasions here at the same time, so I'm having a bit of problem, especially when people start running away from them and healing them. Oh no, god, there's another one. See, things are getting very hectic now, especially when I'm healing myself. I'm trying to keep myself alive, but things are just going very, very wrong. And mobs are coming from everywhere. Ghosts, skeletons, everything is plundering. Everything is trying to get to that war zone to make sure that town is actually theirs. It's truly epic. Look at the amount of mobs. And I died. Unfortunate. I actually respawned quite close, so that is a good thing. Let's see if I can get back in here and actually help out a bit more by healing some of these people, but I seem to have a bit of problems. Two people already died. Let's see if we can keep this one alive. There we go, invaders defeated. I think that one only shows up if you kill the actual main mob of the group, because even though it says invaders defeated, or maybe it happened somewhere else in the zone, but I don't think you actually get the message. But as you can see, all these small mobs are already dead. But we're getting there. It's already, what is it, 15 out of 18. Oh, I got a level as well, level 11 now. Very good. As you can see, this is still the beginning of Free March, so we're very much at the start of the game, which is what I want to show you guys. I mean, it is a Rift for Dummies. It is something that you need to, even if you haven't bought Rift yet, it's something to show you, to actually get you into rifting, because I think it's really cool. And as you can see, we're actually reaching the climax of this invasion now, as more and more invasions are being withheld. As you see, my groupmate there is shouting free to go. I think that's the case. Unfortunately, the death invasion now actually came from the other side of the farm, so people are going to have to walk back, and things are going to be chaotic again. So I can imagine doing this with 5 friends, you know, being on your little Ventrilo or what have you, and just fighting off these rifts. I mean, at the moment, I don't think they're particularly challenging, but then again, what can you expect at level 11, right? Hopefully these rifts will become much more challenging as they go along. I'm really looking forward to some really hard content in this game, and hopefully Trial will actually, well, make a promise of actually giving me hard content, because I was getting sick of the instant gratification that World of Warcraft gave me, so I tried this one. There's one more invasion to go, and that one is on the other side. So what we're going to do is walk there, even though I'm not very level appropriate, and the walk there is rather long, so in a sec I'm going to give you guys a little break. See all my mates riding out to where we need to go, which is there. There's actually still one invasion going on, which is weird. Anyway, I'll just flash forward to where we need to go. There we go. Look at that death rift in the far reaches with the town Meridian, the far back there. That just looks great. Look at that. Actually, the 18th Rift invasion has already been destroyed, so we're now finding some boss mobs called the Claw of Ragalos. So look at the amount of people here. That's just sick. My frame rate is going down, dropping like a brick. Ah, there he is. There he's Claw. It's not a very interesting model, maybe. Probably like a normal death mob, just skilled up to and maybe give him red eyes, but as you could see now, he just did a charge ability of sorts, which probably charges. Probably the first person away. I don't know if I can exit it. It doesn't seem to be too difficult, but just look at the amount of people going on here. It is fantastic. Oh my god, that is good. Oh, there was the rift to the left here. See, look at the amount of people just coming over and killing this boss. That is some proper world action here. It's very social as well. Look at the amount of people. Ridiculous. So, like I said, I'm very impressed with what they've done with dynamic content. I think this really brings people together. And, like I said, I think if they actually put this through to make it challenging, make it fun, and make it varied, then actually people got an achievement. I think they have a good game. Let's put it that way. So I'm very impressed. I hope you are as well. I wanted to give you a quick first look at Rifting and Rift. This was Mithal with TGN.tv. This was Rift for Dummies, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Subscribe to TGN Rift. Make sure you do. See you guys next time.